Hello everybody and welcome back to the Retro Union channel today, and today we are taking another look at the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Worlds Collide 4-pack. And this 4-pack includes Nemesis Primal, which we already did a video on, Fangry, which today's video is on, Bumblebee, which the next video will be on, and Black Arachnia. So we can go ahead and get these guys all out of here. In moving him, we can go ahead and take a look at this box here. So this is a very cool box. As you can see, it would have had the 4 figures all on display here in the front. I have taken them out for the purpose of messing with them for the videos and stuff. Today we are looking at Fangry. So we can spin this box around and take a look at Fangry's section back here. So there he is. As you can see, we got pictures of him in his robot mode, in his something mode, and a picture of Briscoe, who is his little headmaster. And, I mean, other than that, there's not much more to show on this box. This is actually a really cool box. I didn't show this box off much in the last video. This box has holes. Like, you can just straight up go inside this box, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. Put the box over there and bring him back in. So this is Fangry. Now, I did a little bit of research, and I asked around on like Reddit and stuff, and some people helped me out, so thank you to you. This guy never appeared in any show from what we could kind of deduce. That he was a toy that came out around the Headmasters time era, but he was never in the show. I guess he made a few appearances in comic books, but that was about it. And there was an idea of he might have been a character named Wilder in the Super God Master Force show, which was a Japanese part of the G1 continuity. But it's kind of believed that Wilder was a different character, and that Fangry is his own character, and that he only appeared in some comic books, which is pretty interesting. But he's got this really cool looking pink and black color scheme to him. He's got some gray and some green and some red on him and some blue. But he looks pretty cool. I do like the design of the robot mode. I don't really personally care for his alt mode, but he looks pretty cool. I do like his colors. He definitely has a unique color scheme going on that I can get behind. It's not real common you see pink on a Transformer. For accessories, he doesn't really have any accessories per se, but he is a headmaster, so I will count that. So you can rip his head off here, and you can transform his head just by pulling down his legs like this. And this little dude here, his name is Briscoe. And Briscoe transforms into Fangry's head, as headmasters go. You can move his little arms just barely. They can come up to. Don't really get too much articulation with these little guys, but you can move his head, you can move his legs, you can sit down. Pretty cool little dude. Go ahead and fold him back up, and you just use his head to peg into this hole here. Clip down, and that becomes Fangry's head. Pretty cool. For some size comparisons here with Fangry, we can get him here with one of his pack mates. This is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Nemesis Primal, also from the Worlds Collide 4-pack. Excuse me. And they're pretty good size. I would have to guess that he's a deluxe class figure, just because Nemesis Primal is a bit bigger, bit heavier. We can go ahead and grab this guy. This is the Deluxe Class Generation Select Deep Cover. Pretty cool looking character. And we can grab the Kingdom Deluxe Class Huffer here. Now Huffer is a bit smaller. Huffer is a small character, but still think they look pretty good together. Get him out of here. Move him. When it comes to articulation on this guy, he's pretty decent. He doesn't really hold up with most of the other War for Cybertron characters, just because I believe this to be a retool of a Titan's Return toy, not any of the War for Cybertron characters, and you can tell just by certain small things. Like, he doesn't have ankle rocker joints, where about 90% of the War for Cybertron figures do. But his head, he's a headmaster, so his head is on the headmaster joint, and it can move around. It can do a little bit up and down. His wings are kind of adjustable. You can push them back, bring them up, back. They can flap, whatever. His arms can do 360 at the shoulder. He does have swivel up here. There seems to be no... Oh, no, there is. Okay, there is. So there is a bicep swivel up here. You can bend his arms to about 90 degrees if you kind of get it working with that hinge there. That hinge, just because of the shape right here, it kind of throws off some of its articulation. He has no wrist articulation unless you want to count this, which is just for transformation. No waist articulation or anything, but this piece can move to aid in kicking his legs out. So he can kick his legs out about that far. Kick him back. Let's move that wing. Kick him back pretty far. Holy cow. He can bend his knee here really far, mostly due to transformation. And there's no ankle rocker joints, but you can move his feet. That's also mostly due to transformation there. So not like super bad, but also nothing like super impressive when it comes to articulation. So we can go ahead and get him transformed. If you want to see the transformation guide, there will be a link down in the description, as well as right up here. You go ahead and click that, watch that video, get him transformed, and we can check him out in his alt mode. So here he is in his alt mode here. And I was really hoping that finding more information out about this guy would kind of explain what the alt mode is, and unfortunately, it didn't. So I still don't really care for this alt mode. I still think it's kind of silly looking. But this is his alt mode. He's like a werewolf with wings type thing. I personally don't really know what this is supposed to be, and it's still kind of a miss for me. I wish gathering more information about this figure, I wish would have changed my opinion on him, but not really. I still don't really care for it. I just think it's kind of silly. It's like a dragon werewolf robot thing. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. But something kind of cool here, you can actually take his headmaster here. You can disconnect the head and you can open this up. And you can store Briscoe right inside of here. So you want to take Briscoe and just sit him down. And he has this big peg right here that will go into that slot right in there. So the headmaster will actually go inside of the alt mode here. And you just close that back down. Open his mouth if you want to. Pretty cool looking. I mean, kinda. Personally, I don't really care for it. I still like that color scheme, though. I mean, pink is definitely not the most common color on a Transformer. So it is kind of cool to see that. But I'm not super into this alt mode. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's just kind of silly to me. But with that being said, we can go ahead and get him transformed back into his robot mode. And here he is. So like I said, I did some research. I got some help with some information here. Thank you to all those that helped me. I appreciate that. I still just don't really care for the guy. I mean, he's unique looking. That's for damn sure. But I'm just not super into it. If you are, cool. All power to you. I hope you enjoy it more than I do, because I just kind of don't get it. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for the next one.